Yo guys, what is going on? Got a Shoutmon deck profile for you guys. I'm super excited. I love Shoutmon, Shoutmon D-Cross, all these new support cards we are getting out of Battle of Omni, and pair that with powerful cards that Red already has, not to mention the new Omnimon, and you've got a recipe for a very, very aggressive deck. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, for the rookies, I am playing 4 copies of Shoutmon. Shoutmon is probably the single best rookie in this deck. First of all, because he is a searcher, as we've seen before with cards like BT5 Agumon, but he reveals the top 5. It's a potential +2 because you get to add a Shoutmon and any Digimon with Blitz. So that includes Shoutmon D-Cross, that includes the new Omnimon, that includes Zeke Greymon. So just searches a lot of decks in this, a lot of cards in this deck. And not only that, but it also has an inherited effect where if the Digimon has Blitz, it gets plus 2000 DP. So we're not used to seeing these searchers with inherited effects, which is a little bit broken maybe. Not to mention the fact that you can warp Digivolve to Omega Shoutmon or Omni Shoutmon with him, which is pretty sweet. So 4 copies of Shoutmon for sure. Also playing 4 copies of BT5 Agumon, where you get to reveal the top 3 and add a Greymon as well as an Omnimon. So again, just searches a lot of cards, playing 6 copies of Greymon down here, which I will get to, as well as 4 copies of your Omnimon, which is your win condition, so you definitely want to max out on the searches there. And then not to mention, I'm also playing a couple other Agumons just to work well with the whole Nokia strategy, as well as the BT5 Greymon, where you Digivolve and gain a memory if it's Agumon. So just playing 2 of the starter deck Agumon and 1 promo Agumon to get rid of anything if you do happen to play it with Nokia. And for the rest of the rookies, I'm just playing 3 copies of the cheap 2-to-play Monodramon. So as far as the rookies go, that's it. For the champions, I'm playing 4 of the BT5 Greymon. When Digivolving and fast Agumon, you get to gain a memory. With Nokia, this becomes 0 cost, so it's pretty sweet. Not only that, but it does have the plus 2000 gain for your Zeke Greymon as well as your Omnimon. And then I'm also playing 2 copies of the Security Attack +1 started at Greymon just to put pressure on your opponent, as well as 4 copies of the new 1 cost blocker for Red Monochromon, which is pretty sweet. We finally have 1 cost blockers for every color, I believe, so definitely want to play 4 of him. Now for the Ultimates, I'm playing, of course, 4 copies of Omni Shoutmon, where you can warp Digivolve him from rookie to Ultimate. And I mean, I don't want to say Ultimate. I don't like how he's portrayed as an Ultimate in the card game. But anyways, I'm not going to rant about that. Regardless, you can go straight from Shoutmon to Omni Shoutmon, which is pretty sweet for a 4 cost. So hence why you can get away with a little bit lower of a champion count, only playing 10 of those guys. So he's pretty sweet. Not only that, but you also do have that inherited effect where if this Digimon has Blitz, you get Security Attack +1. So all these cards kind of just help facilitate your very big plays with your level 6s and 7s. Again, another powerful Digimon with a really good inherited effect is Metal Greymon. Just a couple copies of him. 3000 DP is quite a lot. And then we got 1 copy of Voltramon. Again, just another Security Attack booster. But you could definitely play something like Groundramon if you wanted a cheaper alternative. Now, for the level 6s, I'm just playing a simple lineup of 4 Zeke Greymon as well as 4 Shoutmon D-Cross. These guys are both super good because they do have the Blitz ability, which I think is officially translated now as Advanced and is like the English official terminology. So whichever one you want to use, it doesn't matter. But basically, same ability where you get to attack even if the memory has gone to your opponent's side, like towards the end of your turn, right? So Zeke Greymon super sweet because when you pair him, when you pair either Omni Shoutmon or Zeke Greymon with Shoutmon D-Cross, you get to use that Digivolving effect where, you get to delete something with 5000 or lower DP. So Shoutmon D-Cross is super sweet because you get to just add so many materials. It's any red Digimon, right? So if it's really good if it's one of these guys, like with his 1 Digivolving effect. But you can also just throw on like another copy of Metal Greymon or Started at Greymon or Voltramon. So that effect is super, super powerful. Not to mention, you can actually Digivolve him from a 6 as well for a 2 cost instead of a 4. So you can actually go like Shoutmon on Shoutmon on Shoutmon, or like Zeke Greymon Shoutmon or something like that. So it's just very versatile. It kind of works as both a level 6 and a 7. So it's pretty cool in that regard. But yeah, just playing 4 of each of those guys. And then for the final cards here, I'm playing 3 copies of the BT5 Omnimon. This is the one with Blitz or Advanced, whatever you want to call it, where you get to 1 Digivolving, unsuspend it, and then just attack again. So So it's super sweet when you get to, you know, attack with one of these guys, it's rested, and then you get to digivolve this, unrest it or unsuspend it, and then attack again. And not only that, if you are attacking with this guy, you get to attack active Digimon or unsuspended Digimon, which is pretty insane. And if he would be deleted, you get to just detach one of the level 6 materials and just, you know, prevent him from either being deleted or return hand or deck. So it gets around like Hokkaido's Breath and like Terraforce, all those cards, which is pretty insane, especially because the fact that you can stack Shoutmon on Shoutmon means you can have probably like 2 or 3 level 6 materials, especially if you're adding another 6 with like his effect, and you can get multiple layers of protection on this guy, which is pretty sweet. Not only that, but BT1 Omnimon also does benefit from having like more than one level 6 underneath like a single stack, because the actually when the one attacking to unsuspend and return to 6 is not once per turn. So if you've got like 3 of these guys under Omnimon, you can just attack like 3 times, which is a pretty crazy interaction. So that's it for the Digimon cards. And then for the other cards, I'm just playing 3 copies of Nokia because I'm not actually playing like the full 12 or 14 Agumon count. I was playing in the other deck, but just 3 copies is fine. And then 3 copies of Terraforce just for basic removal. And then I'm playing 4 Sakudomon for the primary Digi-Egg whenever you're attacking with Omnimon. And then 1 copy of Koromon, again, just to draw one when you're attacking with Omnimon, or if you happen to attack with one of your Greymons instead. So guys, that's going to be the deck profile. Let's go ahead and get into some combos. So the first kind of cool interaction is any way you can get a Shoutmon D-Cross onto the field while having a Z Greymon onto the field. Or it actually doesn't even have to be Shoutmon, it could be like an Omnimon or something, as long as you have this guy like already underneath it. But for this example, I'm going to be going from Metal Greymon to Shoutmon, and you can do this even if you only have like 1 memory, because of the advanced ability is so powerful. So let's say like my opponent's got a field here, and then I can just go Shoutmon for 4, you know, draw my 1 card, and then I'll use his ability to be able to put a card underneath him, any red Digimon underneath him, and I'm going to put the Z Greymon right there. And now, since it's the end of my turn, right, but the memory is on my opponent's side, so it would pass to his turn, but I have the advanced ability, so I can attack now. I'm going to actually first resolve the 1 Digivolving effect, so because I do have a Z Greymon underneath, either an Omni Shoutmon or a Z Greymon, I'll be able to destroy one of my opponent's Digimon with 5,000 or less. So let's get rid of that blocker, and then I'll be able to attack. But because I've got the Z Greymon, I can actually attack something that's unsuspended, so I'm going to get rid of his other Digimon. So just like that, I'm able to easily get rid of 2 Digimon. Not only that, you have so many DP boosting, well, not this guy, but you have DP boosting cards, so many in this deck, you know, even if you have like something like Shoutmon, which gives plus 2,000 with the advanced ability, you can probably, like, no problem run over an Omnimon just with this guy alone. So I think it's pretty strong. Now, if you do get a setup like this, where you have BT1 Omnimon, as well as 2 level 6 Digimon, either, you know, you attach something with Shoutmon D-Cross, or you went, like a level 6 on top of, underneath Shoutmon, and then you went Omnimon on top of that, what you can do is, if you do have a security attack booster, you can attack with Omnimon, and then use his effect to unsuspend him by returning one of your level 6s. You'll check 2 security cards, so 1, 2, and then you will be able to attack again, use his effect 1 more time, unsuspend him, check another 1, 2, and then you will be able to attack yet again. And this time, since he doesn't have anything, you won't be able to unsuspend him, but you basically just took out an entire security stack with just Omnimon. So guys, that is going to be the video. If you did enjoy, go ahead, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.